An incredible day's cricket at New Road. 20 wickets fell while Middlesex's Steven Finn gave the England selectors a nod with a 9-wicket haul as Worcestershire collapsed in their second innings. These are the dramatic highlights. Middlesex resumed on day 2 on 12 for 1, trailing by 275, and it was a morning which belonged to Richard Jones. Having dismissed Andrew Strauss the previous evening, he soon saw back night watchman Ian O'Brien bowling him with his 5th ball of the day. Scott Newman soon followed, trying to leave the ball, giving Alan Richardson his first Worcestershire wicket against his former club. Middlesex in trouble at 23 for 3. And when David Milan was bowled by Jones for 1, also leaving the ball alone, they were 29 for 4. Two of Middlesex's youngsters then tried to head a recovery, with Sam Robson and Adam London both scoring boundaries. Between them, they managed to take the score to 47. But just as they were really settling in, a terrible mix-up led to London being run out by Alexei Kavesi, London the 5th man out without reaching double figures. Just before lunch, Middlesex lost their 6th wicket with a total at 86, Chris Whelan taking an excellent return catch at the second attempt, Robson gone for 32. After the break, Jones struck for a 4th time, trapping John Simpson in front for 20 at 92 for 7. And when Sean Udall lobbed Richardson to Kavesi at short leg, they were 113 for 8. Jones, who was given a place in the England performance programme in the winter, made it a fifer as he bowled Tim Murtagh for 8. And he finished the innings off by having Finn caught at slip in his very next over. Middlesex all out for 126, with Jones finishing with career best figures of 6 for 37. Vikram Solanki decided not to enforce the follow-on in spite of a first innings lead of 161. And nobody was prepared for what was to come as Phil Jakes got the board moving. Finn took advantage of Solanki's decision with a remarkable spell of bowling, with the England captain having a perfect view of it in the slips. Strauss held on to Daryl Mitchell's edge as he went for 1. But he couldn't hold on to a chance offered by Jakes. It turned out to be a crucial spill as far as Finn was concerned, as the Australian was the only wicket he didn't claim in the second innings. At this stage he wasn't too bothered about that though, as instead he removed Solanki with a beauty. And Moeen Ali found the puzzle no easier to solve as he went next ball. Worcestershire found themselves on 26 for 3, but with that big lead behind them, they were still in control, and with Jakes looking more confident as his innings went on, and Alexei Kavesi also batting well, the home side began to put themselves into a very strong position. Between them, they added 55 for the 4th wicket, a partnership spanning 14 overs. It was to be the quietest part of the extraordinary day. Strauss made up for his earlier drop by clinging on to a sharp chance offered by Jakes, who was out for 41 at 81 for 4, O'Brien with the wicket. But the rest belonged to Finn as he ripped through the Worcestershire batting on returning to the attack, removing Ben Smith leg before for 2. Kavesi had his off-stump flattened to give Finn, who made his Test debut in Chittagong last month, the first 10-wicket match haul of his career. But he wasn't finished there. Ben Scott left one alone and it bowled him. Jones was caught on the pads right in front. Whelan was even more plumb. And Gareth Andrews slogged him skywards to be caught by Gareth Berg. Worcestershire had collapsed to 119 all out. Finn had taken an incredible 9 for 37 to finish with sensational match analysis of 14 for 106. All of that meant that Middlesex now needed 281 to win an amazing game, but the drama hadn't finished quite yet as Scott Newman edged Richardson to Mitchell for 1. It was breathless stuff, leaving Middlesex 2 days now to score 269 for victory. Much may depend on Strauss, who this time survived the final 5 overs of the day. He'll start day 3 and what is likely to be the final day on 10 not out.